Hello, explorers! It is time for a great mystery reveal. Greg, get your your magnifying glass out. We're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about a legend. We're going to talk about the mystery of the Gashed toe and the mystery of what cruise did we book after a few weeks ago. We announced that we asked for your help. We're going to let you all know, and that's coming up next, Greg, on
D&G Explorers. Hello, everybody. I got my co-host here laughing up a storm before the show.
the co-host. I am the host. You are the sidekick.
Oh, heck no. I think you need to start the show over and you need to recognize.
we were in the car this afternoon. It was 74 degrees. I don't know how actually hot it is right now.
It's hot
But it
now.
feels we're not used to it. I mean,
We need a fan up in this room.
come October, when it's back to 74, maybe in late October, we're gonna say, "Oh, it feels so good."
It needs to be like in the 60s by October.
But I think we're on our way up to the 90s, and we're very common here in the 100 degrees in the summer. We were a lot, like last year was a warm summer for us. A lot of our days were like 108, 112. I hope this year's a lot cooler than last year, because I don't have air conditioning in my car. But
I thought you were going to get that fixed in our car.
I don't know if I am or not.
You should.
We'll see. I might.
If you're trying to have the car last another 2 years, you better get that.
I don't know. I might
fixed.
bear it all for another year, or not bear it all.
Wow. It's so hot. I'm bearing it all down the street. Hey, everybody, don't mind me.
On that note,
Indecent exposure.
why don't we welcome everyone in, Greg?
We have Angela Nemechek and Angela Nemechek. Scotty J Travels. We have what
I'm
happened?
sorry.
We have the Moonlight Adventures.
Welcome in, guys.
Welcome. We have Holly Ayers. Welcome. Shara One Deck Down. Welcome.
I'm doing horrible with this.
So
we'll get more in. There's obviously people that are watching.
We are just getting started right now.
Dun-dun-dun.
There you go. But I'm
Dun. If you guys are watching the replay, please remember to hit the thumbs up, the subscribe, the like, all that good stuff. Well, I guess that would be the same as the thumbs up and the like, right?
And all that jazz. Hopefully everybody's doing well today.
Angela said she mowed the lawn today and it was in the 60s. I was talking to her and she was saying that she was struggling because it was so hot. Very hot.
What? 60s and hot? You must have muggy weather out there if it's hot, like humidity. I don't like humidity.
We will have a revealing show today. we are trying to solve the mysteries of some of the things D&G Explorers get into. But one of them is we'll kind of go as we go along. We won't like expose everything at once, but
we're not exposing anything at any point in time.
But it is this coming week is Cinco de Mayo. Can you
It
believe it?
is
Cinco de Mayo. So I've been trying to be very good about careful what I'm eating and drinking. But we did decide to have a dilly dilly. We've talked about this before. This is a Sunbrew Citrus Cerveza by Corona. I don't know if you can get it back east.
I decided to have that. I said if we are drinking, we're going to have that.
Something a little bit mild.
It has less alcohol in it.
And
yes, I know it's alcohol, but I call it alcohol.
Since it's Corona, it's a Mexican beer. We will celebrate dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly. Cheers.
Holly says it is very humid there. We're luckily we don't get. Our humid is nothing like your humidity.
I forgot how salty this tastes.
It's better when you chill it, like put it in the freezer.
It was cold.
No, but like in the freezer, like the last 30 minutes to get a little bit. What am I Italian now? A little bit slushy. What is that slushy? What?
No, this is like you're saying a little bit of a kick.
I don't know.
It's a little slushy. That
a little slushy. So,
you're funny.
Greg, we had a good weekend last weekend.
We did.
Was it last weekend or was it the weekend before that? It was last weekend. Okay. From the judging from that look.
Wow, it was the weekend that just passed. We had our 3-day weekend together.
Yes. Celebrating our first year in prison.
Wow. Oh, look, the baby birds are winning. The mother just went in with the baby birds. We have a nest. Well, the neighbors have a nest where
you're yelling.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
The roof not shivers.
The tile. There's an arc at the.
I just said it earlier today.
Tile.
No, what is it? People get not shears, shingles. The roof shingles. They're like little archway shingles, and the babies are in there with the mother. So
you can hear them. We also have.
Thank you, Angela.
Jays. We have scrub jays in the backyard, and one of them fell out of the nest.
Yeah,
so
one of the cats got to it, but luckily it didn't like bite down on it. It just had it in its mouth, and I was able to get it. And then I lost it, and then today we saw it in the morning because the parents were like flying all over the place. And then Derek came out with a bright idea. It was a good idea to put a box up in a tree to kind of like let it stay there so the cats hopefully don't get to it and the parents can get to it. Well, it just jumped right out of that box and fluttered down onto the soft grass. Yeah. So now
we had our scent on it and I didn't want to be in there. Welcome in, Anthony Simone, the Modigator.
We don't know where it's at right now. Hopefully it's okay. I guess we have to let nature take its course. So the parents have been back there a lot. I'm sure they can see where it's at. So hopefully it's at the stage almost where it could fly. Hopefully, I think
it has wings. Mm-hmm. I think it was trying to fly and it fell out of the nest and it's not quite ready. Pepper Treeville are
welcome.
Our buddies from Central California.
Excuse me.
Check out their shows on Monday night. They always put on a great show, 5:00 Pacific, 8:00 Eastern. Definitely check them out. They have an amazing content that they put out on there, as well as Thursdays. Yep. They release videos through the Life with Ben.
They did just go over the Dream Book, which we went over the Dream
That
Book.
was part of what we did this weekend. We had a chance. We went out to our favorite restaurant on Pismo Bar and Grill in Fresno. And
which is right across from Hallmark to get our Dream Book that Derek's been circling things, but then he's like, now I have to delete.
Eliminate.
You can't really delete, but kind of like scribble out stuff, I guess, of what we don't really need.
Welcome in. More sunshine, please.
Welcome, Jim. Can we get a little bit more sunshine, please? Not too much, though. There is a breeze outside, but
The
it's a
doors
little
are
hot.
shut and we're starting to sweat.
Yeah,
Jim
I don't know
goes-
why you don't open up a door.
Jim goes live on Tuesdays, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock
Can you please
Pacific.
open that door?
In a second, let me finish this. And then I know we have other people that go live. Anthony, if you can let everyone know when you go live. And I believe, if I remember correctly, Moonlight Adventures, do you go live? I'm pretty sure I've seen some live shows, but if you do, please put that in the comments when you guys go live and check each other channels out. Mr. Mike Woodbury,
welcome.
We hope David is doing well.
Yes. Hopefully he got some coffee finally too.
Yeah, give him our best, and we're gonna see him real soon. Okay,
Door,
Greg is passing out on 76 degrees.
I asked you earlier to open it, and you're all, no, it's okay to keep it closed. There's a nice breeze, and
oh, I know.
Look at the door. Yeah, seriously, he opened the door. It literally got closed, and he just left it. And now he put the door stopper in the way.
Well, I opened
Thank you, Mark Langenkamp.
Welcome.
Welcome. Stop trying to poke my eye out. Why don't you open the door, Greg? Because, Angela, he's right there, and I asked him earlier, and he refused to open that door.
Greg is in
so
his.
I had to make him.
Greg's in his unmentionable, so he didn't want to flash it.
I'm not in my unmentionables.
You're unmentionable.
I am not in my unmentionables.
So Moonlight says we go live occasionally on Friday mornings at 7:30. We slow down and been doing some self-care. That's always important. We've been really surviving just from doing live shows, but I know
we've been really surviving
our channel, keeping the channel afloat by doing our live shows. Disney Nerd Herders who go on right before us. Welcome in, guys.
Charlie and Stacy, and they're getting ready. They're getting their daughter ready for college.
She's going to be a senior this year.
That's crazy how time went by.
Jim's son, he doesn't normally say his name. What does he call him? The boy. He graduated. He earned credits in high school.
Wow.
He got dual credits. And because him and
congratulations to the boy.
Yes.
Najima Brown, welcome
in. So he's actually graduated this
that's
last
awesome.
week, I think he might have. So congratulations.
Hopefully
Jim.
he does good with whatever degree he was trying to get.
Yep.
I don't know if you want to put it in the chat or we'll ask you later. That's fine.
Najima, I saw you on Darren's video. Darian, the Magnificent Germany. I always mess up his channel. But I was watching the one that was in Aruba, and it went to the German.
Aiden
bar.
Is the name.
Yes, I didn't know if he wanted his name said, so I didn't
well, he just did now.
But I saw you on there, so it was always good to see you. I know I've seen you on some other lives, but I just thought, there's Najima, go Bills. So
Surfer Pepper Tree Villa,
Surfer Girl 326.
Welcome, Surfer Girl.
Welcome. Isn't that Stitch's number? Or no, that's 626.
Wow.
Or is that 666? No, it's 66.
What?
66.
Holy moly. Disney would not be doing that. No, we're actually going to go see Lilo and Stitch when it comes out, the live version. I cannot wait for that. We're going to go all out. It's going to be so much fun. He is my second favorite Disney character.
So we ask you guys, we know obviously Pepper Tree Villa, they did a show on this. How many people have looked at the Dream Book? And do you guys get excited when this comes out?
You can also get it online, which is where we looked at first, and then we got the actual book.
Did, yeah, you can look at the digital version. One, it sounds silly, but I was alive when this show came out.
You mean you were you were around when
I was able to see this show during the first run. But one of the ornaments I'm most excited about is this Cylon Raider from Battlestar Galactica. I loved this show when it came out. Disappointed that they only did 1 year for it because
don't they say so by expensive. Your command?
By your command. Yeah, I love the Cylons. I'm really excited. Last year they had the movie with oh my gosh, yes, right. Words are so hard. Galaxy Quest. They had the ship from Galaxy Quest, and I couldn't find it. with all the changes we had moving into this place, I didn't find it till after Christmas. So
Oh,
Greg,
you did find it.
it's underneath. It's in the cupboards underneath in the hallway. So just remind me to make sure I
Okay,
grab it.
we need to put it with the Christmas stuff.
Well, we had everything
because
packed
you
away
think
at that
I'm gonna
point.
remember. Wow.
Pepper Tree Villa says it's all about page 40. So let's see what page
Oh
40 is.
my.
Oh, we did.
What's page 40?
We did join the club, so we get the dream box, which
What's-
I actually like
what's
the
page
ornament
40?
this year. It's all about 40.
It's so suspenseful. Page 40. Can you? Oh yeah, we are definitely going to be
Yes.
getting the rest of the Haunted Mansion. We did not know they came out with a Disneyland version of the Haunted Mansion tree topper. And Derek's like, "Do we really need that?" And I said, "Well, we should get it because that's our Haunted Mansion in California."
Yeah, we'll
and we
probably
could
get it
switch them
next
off.
year.
We could.
I don't know
We'll
if we need to
see.
get it this year,
We'll see.
but that's $150. I don't.
We'll see.
I had like 16 ornaments marked down. The good thing is some of those ornaments are released in July. Some of them are released in August or October. Pepper Tree Villa, do
Wait.
you know the date that they're being released in July, or have they not announced that yet?
You have to relook at that list and mark it down even more. What you really
I did.
need, really want. Okay,
I circled it, and
you
then
can get it lower than that.
the ones that I put like already marked on the little paper that you turn
Actually-
in. I went. Those are the ones I want, and a lot of those are the Mario Kart ones.
Actually,
and
we
the
don't.
Nintendo ones.
Actually, we don't need any of them. It's wants. It's
Would
what
like.
we want to have, but it's not
Yeah,
a
it's fun.
necessity.
We do have two big trees in our house. Front room where we're at, and then in the other room where we put the live tree. This one we have a fake tree up in here. But in the other one, we put a real tree in there. But Greg, you feel pretty accomplished this past weekend, what we were able to get done?
Yeah, kinda.
We so
You did part of it.
we have been ordering.
I don't know why you have to go into part of it. But okay.
We've been ordering blinds from, and as we get closer to one of the mysteries being revealed,
I ordered blinds for the 2 bathrooms. They're privacy blinds because the side fence is lower than 6 feet. I'm 6'1" and I can look over the fence. So, and you can see directly into their living room, which their living room window faces our bathroom window. Literally both windows, they can actually see them, see through. So if I can see into their living room, I'm sure they can see into the bathroom window. So we were like, yeah, we're going to get some blinds. So finally we did. And one window didn't have any. The other one had some old ones. And you go with what you're going to go with.
Sorry. Angela, there's your answer. There is no Fox and the Hound, but there is one Lady and the Tramp one that's coming out. So that's cute. That's their romantic spaghetti scene that they had in there. So yeah, this was the 5th blinds that we've actually put up. So we're actually feeling pretty accomplished about being able to do it. They've been different styles. One of them we were lucky. They had the existing brackets in there, and we literally just popped out the old blinds, put the new ones in.
And just so you know, I didn't want to go into this next part.
Oh,
this
gosh.
is Derek's idea.
Stop being dramatic. While I'm
Exactly.
look up the price for Angela while we're doing that for
what?
Lady and the Tramp.
What page was it on?
Check around 40. It's around there. It's close to it, maybe 42.
Oh my gosh.
So we put them up. Greg and I, like you said, it was in the bathroom. Well, I asked Greg to save clips because we have these borders in the front room that have, because they are older, the plastic clear clips, they broke.
It's
So
$26.99, Angela.
I said, hang on to those so we can use them to put up the. They basically a little border that covers the metal where you pull it down. If that makes sense, how would you describe that? I'm doing a horrible job of it.
It's the bracket, and
it hides it.
It's yeah. I took that part down, and then I pulled the old blinds down. Okay,
so when he pulled the blinds down, Greg dropped.
That's not actually what happened. I pulled the blinds down,
yes.
and then you asked me to take off these plastic.
So who's telling this story?
Pieces that I have no idea what you're gonna do with them. Okay, now go ahead. I want to make sure you get the details right.
And then so I asked her to do it, and then he dropped the blinds. They were the metal ones.
They opened up like an accordion.
They didn't drop on their own. You dropped it.
No.
So, and he gashed his toe really bad too. It was really deep. I think Greg actually did it because he didn't want to put the blinds up, because I had to do not just that one, I had to do the other bathroom in there. But
yes,
he was sitting in there.
Me out. That was my whole maniacal scheme the whole time.
Foot propped up.
That you asked me to do.
Asking for scooter pies and champagne.
What the heck? What the heck's a scooter pie? And we don't even have champagne.
I'm showing my age again. They're like moon pies. you know.
I know what a moon pie is, but we don't have those either.
They're like that.
Ay.
So yeah, and we actually, I didn't think it was bad at first.
Oh yes.
And then I thought, Greg might need stitches. And then I thought,
no, it was.
Oh my gosh,
it just kept bleeding.
We're not going to be able to go on a cruise because Greg is maimed. What's going to happen?
That's what you worried about? Wow. No, I do have to say, Derek did take care of me, and we cleaned it.
We
and
put
he
Neosporin on it, yeah. And then Greg, after a little bit, he started putting the liquid bandage after he was letting it rest for a little bit, and it's healed quite a bit. I think you're fine. You put shoes on since then, right?
Yeah,
but it looks actually pretty good. So,
I pushed on it with the Band-Aid, and blood was still soaking through. So I'm like, okay, yes, it's still not good.
Yeah. So yeah, that was.
But it's fine now.
It was, yeah, and to be honest, it was only a one-man job anyway. Because
wow, okay, don't even try to make me feel bad when it's only a one-man job. It didn't work.
Because there wasn't enough room in the bathroom anyway to put the blinds up with the way our bathrooms are laid out, and we also did caulking in the shower,
right, Surfer Girl? Yes.
Right.
Derek,
well, to be fair, Cherie, I would have done it anyway and left Greg here if that was the case, because the cruise already been paid for.
Wow.
So, just saying.
I would have done something to make it so something happened with your ticket. No.
But we also feeling accomplished with being homeowners now. The shower door, they had taken it off last year when we moved in because the shower pan was cracked underneath, so they had to break the tile and they had to fix the shower pan in the master shower. So when they replaced it, they put it's like one side here is glass, permanent glass, and then you have the door which opens up. Well, this part which had the glass on it, the caulking on the bottom was pulling away, and if we didn't notice it, it could have fallen into the shower and possibly cracked, because the door is sometimes we would have to force the door open and close. We did fix that.
And why did we have to do that?
So we could have a shower?
No, we had to slam the door at times because the latch wasn't closing, which we probably caused the caulking at the bottom to come apart.
Yes.
And then we had to redo it. So we redid that.
And then while Greg was doing that,
and the part that was up against the wall, they didn't get all of it. There were like little holes of light
there was
coming
quite
through.
a bit. I didn't notice it until you said it.
I redid all that as well, because that was why water was going out on the side, which we don't want to cause floor damage, of course. Even though it's tile,
we had that issue.
Still don't want to cause it.
We had that issue at the condo, and we did not want to go through this again. So I fixed the latch. I put WD-40 on it. I moved it over a little bit, and now it works perfect. So we actually felt like we were pretty accomplished.
Look at that, Surfer Girl. What'd you say? Yep. Yeah. Me just thinking about the cruise.
Hey, priorities, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
hey, Mary Ellen Dillon, welcome.
So now, Greg,
thank you for joining.
Let's talk about.
Yeah, after all that unnecessary drama that we didn't have to really talk about, go ahead.
Let's talk about a legend. We are going on a cruise next week.
We're going to talk about a legend.
Yes.
Is it the legend of Awakam again?
Oweckham?
Yep.
No, it's not.
The one
this
that
time.
you made up.
Yeah, not Oweckham. I didn't make it up. That's fact.
Uh-huh.
That's legit.
You made it up, and I almost fell for it. I thought it was real. I'm like,
is
wait,
real.
this is not real.
Oweckham.
There's no legend of Oweckham.
He made
it up off the fly, in case you didn't remember that.
You're just going to confuse him.
No,
So-
we've been here since then.
So we're talking about a different legend. So that was a legend. You're right.
We're talking about the
a legend. So let me run through it.
OMG.
No spoilers. So next week we are going to be on a cruise.
We're going to be on a legend.
We will be leaving on the Carnival Legend out of San Francisco. This is one of the ships I have been looking forward to since we've seen.
It's only a 4-day cruise, though.
Since we were with Life with Favor or saw her videos out of Alaska, and I thought this was a really whimsical looking ship, and there was a chance for us because they've been moving it all around. It's coming back to the West Coast. We saw a 4-night opportunity, and we booked this sometime last year. We had booked this, and excited to go on it. So it is a 4-night cruise out of San Francisco.
One excursion to Ensenada.
Yes, well, not excursion, but port. Yes, to Ensenada, Mexico. Other than that,
we'll do our own port. Well, I mean, we'll do our own excursions. We make up our own stuff.
No, Mary
darn!
Ellen,
I was hoping it would be East Coast.
We wouldn't do that. Definitely for a 4-night cruise.
Party on the sea.
Welcome in, Eric. Welcome in. Yes, thank you, Anthony, for putting Life with Favor, her channel, in on there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We're actually this time tomorrow. We will probably be in San Francisco because we're going to be staying by the cruise port. We're going to leave here probably 1:30 to 2 in the afternoon. Us being on the West Coast, so we won't have a live show. We're debating if we want to go live on Thursday for Sail Away. Would you guys like to see us sailing out underneath the Golden Gate Bridge? I think Sail Away is around 4:30, so that's about 7:30 Eastern time. So we're kind of still debating if we want to actually sail out of San Francisco. It's a beautiful city to sail out of, one of the best cities to sail out of, and the fact that you get to sail underneath the Golden Gate Bridge. The only thing I would say is, knowing our luck, it's probably going to be foggy and we won't see anything. People are saying yes. Okay, so
I think it's going to be nice in San Francisco. It's not. Derek thinks it's going to be cold. It's going to be nice there compared to here, and he wants to bring warm clothes for the cruise. I said,
I know
it's going to be warm.
I know San Francisco. It's going to be cold, and it's going to be cold. The Pacific is
on the
ocean.
Water. Yes, it'll be cold. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring a pair of warm clothes each day and a pair of cooler clothes for each day, so that we can switch off and on if we need to.
Well, and
it's only a 4-day.
Ensenada. Well, I'm looking next week.
So it's just going to be eight pairs or 8 outfits of clothes basically total. And then we always bring an extra outfit and extra of everything for like another day, just in case. We bring an extra pair of everything.
When we leave next week on a Thursday, it's 66 degrees in San Francisco.
That's nice.
Yes, but it gets
bring
chilly.
Bring a sweatshirt. You'll need it in San Francisco. Hey guys, the friend just came over. Gotta go. Everyone,
have a great night.
To hit
Pepper
the like
Trivella.
button. Stay engaged. Thank you, Pepper Trivella. Enjoy your friends and have a good night. Are you going to meet up with PTV? No, we won't have time, unfortunately. And we're also going to be with friends that are taking us. So it's kind of going to be like a whirlwind type thing.
It's 77 right now. And well, it will be on Friday, 77 degrees in Ensenada. So even then, it's not going to be super hot for them. Yes. So it's not going to be super cold. And if we remember when we were in Cabo, as soon as we went around that little horn, if you want to call it, you could feel the temperature drop like 10, 15 degrees. It got really chilly when we were on the Firenze. So Ensenada is not even that far.
The Firenze was out of Long Beach, though.
Yes, but it was even cold. Warmer. But it was hot when we were in Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta. Cabo San Lucas was a little bit warm. But as soon as we got out and we were heading past the point where like the arch is in Cabo San Lucas, the temperature dropped like 15 to 10, 15 degrees. So it's going to be chilly. The Pacific is not a hot water. It is cold water, which I think is surprising for a lot of people.
Well, that's why we'll bring a pair of, 4 pairs of hotter clothes and 4 pairs of cooler clothes.
Yep. This is, I just did this today.
Hey, you didn't even show me that today.
Suhek binder.
That's awesome.
For our next cruise. So excited. Greg, you do very little research when it comes to
wow.
a cruise. You do.
Well, I don't like to know too much. I like to know what I need to know as far as like dining and stuff if we have to do reservations. But other than that, I like to just have fun and explore the ship because, we are explorers.
So do you know if you're looking towards like, is there something that you're looking forward to?
Well, I know they have the Wonderland restaurant, so I'm looking.
No, they don't.
They don't. I thought they do.
That's on a different cruise line.
Okay, well then I got it mixed
up. But you're kind of like that because
that's a whimsical restaurant. I thought, whatever it's called.
Well, the theming on the Legend is they have like the Enchanted Forest, which is kind of cool.
Probably the one I was thinking of.
Some of the names are like Alice in Wonderland. They might have something named like from the story of Alice in Wonderland, but I don't remember. Mary Ellen Dillon, anyone else on here? Have you been on the Legend?
That's why I'm looking forward to exploring it.
Yeah, it's a small ship. This will be probably the smallest ship we've been on, but everyone
smaller than the Radiance.
Oh yeah, it's smaller than the Radiance. But from what I hear, this one is laid out very well. So I'm looking forward to
well, that. I hope they make use of every nook and cranny, and we will give you our full. What was I thinking? We will give you our full review.
So Cheryl says
full and unbiased review. That's what I was trying to say.
Cheryl says it was very cold in Long Beach a few weeks ago. Needed more warm clothes. Angela says I know pretty much everything when it comes to cruises because I plan them. Yes, I'm the same way. At this point I don't like
surprised for some aspects.
I don't like to watch videos as I get closer to the cruise sailing day. I want to be surprised because I have pretty much short-term memory anyway, and I don't remember what I saw last week. But I have been checking constantly the decks and the layout of the decks. But it's always when you are there, it always has a different feel than when you're looking at the deck plans. Mary Ellen Dillon says, I haven't been on the Legend yet. Isn't it a Spirit class? It is. Yes, it's in with the Miracle, the Spirit, and I think there might be 1 or 2 other ships within that in that class. This will also be a new class of ship that we haven't had a chance to sail on. And Greg and I are going to be doing something different for the first time. We are sailing on an ocean view room. So we could have got a balcony for a lot, or it's not a balcony.
So it has a little porthole in it.
Yes, we could have got a inside cabin for a lot cheaper.
Like that porthole there, right there. Is that about as big as it is?
Yes.
That is not. It's bigger than that. It has to be bigger than that.
Eric says the Legend should feel bigger because it's a long ship. So that'll be interesting.
But aren't all ships long ships?
No, well, some
I don't understand.
Like the Radiance is up. So he's saying that it's long. Mary Ellen says, I'm winging it a bit next week going on MSC World America. New line for me. Yes, I saw that you were mentioning that on Nancy's show yesterday. Speaking of that, Nancy has some big things going on this weekend. Her son's getting married.
Probably why she's not here, and we understand.
Oh yeah, so she's got a lot of stuff that she's preparing for that. Yep.
Angela said, I'm not saying I wouldn't love a few surprises. But yeah, I like a lot of surprises. I don't like to know too much about the ship.
I collect. I'll show you what I collect.
Are you talking about that what are you saying? We collect those, yeah.
Well, I'm the one that buys them, so therefore I collect them.
But they're ours. They're ours. So, see how that works?
These Starbucks cups at Java Blue, they sell the smaller ones, and I have a metal. I have 2 of them now because I have so many.
Oh, Legend is longer than the Radiance. I meant to say, LOL. Radiance is a tall girl. Okay, so she's tall. So this is not tall, but longer. Okay.
So
which one was that?
This one was when we went on the Virgin one. This is just Miami.
Oh, okay.
Because we didn't have one from Florida, so we got one that says Miami on it.
You better drink that before it gets too hot.
It's fine.
It's gonna be gross.
I was born in England, so I'm used to warm beers.
I don't like warm beer.
But Java Blue sells them, and I'm hoping they have them because they don't have a Java Blue. I think it's called the Coffee Cafe, I think might be the name of it, or the Legend Cafe. Might either one of those two. I'm not sure, but I know how to get there super fast. So if you want your coffee,
How was that? But I know how to get there super
follow me.
fast. Yep.
Get out of our room, all the way left. Go down the stairs. Boom, right there.
Go down the stairs. How many floors?
We're on deck 6, so it's on deck 2 is where we're below water. For the actually I don't know if that is below water.
And how many decks are there?
There's like 12, I think. Lido deck is either 9 or 10, and they have a couple up above that.
It's a nice size ship. The steakhouse is in the funnel. That's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. So
we're gonna do the steakhouse the first night because we're gonna get our free bottle of wine.
How do you know we have that the first night? How do you know we have it booked?
Why wouldn't we? We have to get our free bottle of wine.
Oh, okay. We might have to just walk in there and see if we have.
I thought you booked it.
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe I did. Maybe we're going to. I don't know. I can't think of the other. They don't have a lot of specialty restaurants on the ship. They have Chef's Table. They have Fahrenheit 555, which is a steakhouse, but they don't have like their Italian restaurant. They don't have that there, so they're kind of limited in their specialty restaurants. But they do have Blue Iguana. I love it, Blue Iguana. They have Guy's Burger.
They don't have the Red Frog.
They have both actually.
Oh, cool.
They have the bar and the pub, so they have both of those. They have the Tequila Bar, which was on the Radiance. That was actually my favorite bar. They have. Oh, Angela, I know the one that you liked. The one that make all those erotic drinks.
Wow. Nurse Nancy is here on the way home from the pre-wedding
Mani
pedicure. We were just talking
when I'm talking about erotic drink.
Oh my gosh, leave it to Derek. We were just talking about you saying that we understand why you weren't here because you were doing all kinds of stuff, being a busy bee for the wedding. Yeah. So, but thank you for making it in. We appreciate that. It's always nice to see you.
I think it starts with the A, but it's that one bar that has
the Alchemy Bar.
There you go. Good job.
There's nothing about an erotic bar. I would hate to know the names of those drinks.
I meant exotic because they have unique names and some kind of mixes. But I was never a fan of that.
I like the Alchemy Bar.
We rarely go there.
Good drinks there.
We rarely go there. We normally go.
Rarely go. I'm gonna go there and see what they got.
But we do have. It's a casino offer, so we do have free drinks over playing in the casino. So
yeah, but you can go up to the bar and get a drink.
I don't know if they have a bar in the casino. We'll have to find out.
Okay, well, I'll act like I'm playing the casino.
Angela
because
says,
I'm not going to play the casino much, and they take their time, and it's like, yeah, just act like you're playing so you can get your drink. I'm joking.
Angela says, maybe I'll even get a leash and let you all just drag me around. What?
Wow. We're not into that kind of stuff.
Is that going on that erotic drink that we were talking about?
You might need to find a keeper or something to do that with, because, yeah, we're not into that.
Keeper. Hello, everyone. This is my keeper. What is that?
Wow.
Don't mind them. They're my keeper.
Oh, that hurt my head.
So we're really excited about it. So no live show, but to kind of tie things over, we have at least recorded it. I still have to do some edits. The last vlog from the series of the NCL Encore, which is our likes and our dislikes. So that we're going to do that as
it'll be a premiere. We won't be there. We'll be living it up on the cruise. Well, no, we won't be living it up on the cruise. We'll be driving to the Bay Area and relaxifying ourselves before we live it up on the cruise.
Mary Ellen says the casino's near the atrium on the Spirit class. Nancy says,
Look at-
don't bring the whips and the handcuffs. So let's see what Angela
Oh,
says.
that
Maybe
was
get a
the
leash.
that was the previous one.
That
was it.
No, the previous one was she wouldn't love a few surprises. So
we saw that too.
Is that the few surprises?
I don't know.
Exotic erotic drinks.
Wow.
So yeah,
that bird is traveling all around to get those babies food. It's interesting to see it. You just see it go back and forth.
A squirrel.
It's just right there.
So to not be surprised.
Oh boy, Nurse Nancy has some chaps. We know you have chaps from Sir Gary of the Beaches. God rest his soul.
So this next video is about 45 minutes, which is incredibly long for us, but we just started chatting.
Well, it's just like a live show, so
pretty much
you get 45 minutes of D&G Explorers.
So yes, so it's kind of a good ending. We talk about restaurants, we talk about the ship, different stuff on the ship, and it didn't seem to me that it was 45 minutes long that we recorded.
It goes by fast.
So that will be next Wednesday. We'll do that as a premiere in our normal 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern time slot, and hopefully we'll be able to join that. I mean, I don't usually like to do premieres when we're not be able to host.
I don't think we'll be able to join it.
I think we will.
We will be with friends, probably having dinner at that point.
We'll make them watch it. So
wow.
Yes. So that was, Greg, when we do our the little mystery solving things. That was the second thing of it. Another thing we did, I don't know if you can see it here. This little guy came all the way over from Shanghai.
Is that where you put it?
Yeah. Please don't break.
Well, it's only going to break if you're not careful.
So this is actually
it's a little bobblehead.
It's a photo holder because it has it here, the little clip. But I love Scrooge. Hello, I love
Can't
Scrooge.
You tell?
But
which is nothing like his personality, so he's nothing like Scrooge.
But the Scrooge in the comic books is all about adventure stories. It's like Indiana Jones. So
even though he likes his money,
this here, if you can read that, says Shanghai Disney Resort. So this is from Shanghai.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so
we may never go there, so we have a little piece of Shanghai.
I'm sure we will. But I thought that was cool. It wasn't too expensive, and it got here really quick. I thought this might come even while we were on the cruise, but it got here probably within like 8 days or something like that. So
I like the things that make him happy at times.
I'm a simple folk.
He orders something and he's all giddy like a schoolboy.
But Greg, is it time to reveal the mystery of the third thing that we had mentioned, which was which cruise did we book?
Oh boy.
Yes. So we asked a few weeks ago, we asked you guys which should we book between
Virgin,
the Brilliant Lady, which was an October cruise. I think it was like the 10th through the 17th of October in 2026.
There's Nancy said that was cute.
And then the other one we were looking at was the NCL Joy, which was
Nancy, yeah.
The Brilliant Lady was a 7-day one from LA to a full Mexican Riviera one. The Joy was just a 6-night.
Woo! Life is good today.
Happy belated birthday, Alma.
Happy belated birthday. And I was saying yes, so God bless Sir Gary of the Beaches.
The other one was the NCL Joy going out of Vancouver, ending in Los Angeles. It was a 6-night cruise. It was a repositioning cruise. And that was earlier in October, like around the 3rd of October. So we decided to not do any of those. So something came up, and we'll actually talk about. We had mentioned that we're done with group cruises. Only not so much that we don't want to host one, but like the bigger ones. Because
the big ones.
Yeah, it's you want to meet everyone, and you can't spend quality time with each of them. It's really hard to hang out with people. So what did we do? We've now booked 2 group cruises. So we'll talk about the first one first, because we have booked this on a ship, which we have not done. We booked it once before. We've booked it twice before. We booked it 3 times. This will be the fourth time.
Fourth time's a charm. And we're not canceling it this time.
And it will be on the Symphony of the
Seas.
Seas.
Yay! Finally, Royal Caribbean, here we come.
So
next year.
we are excited to be booked on that. That is a Beach Please Halloween cruise.
Yes.
That we are
Out
excited
of
about.
Galveston.
Yeah, and the unique thing is they're on the Jubilee this year, October 25th through November 1st. Next year, and that's out of Galveston. Next year, it's the same dates. It's October 25th to November 1st, and it's on the Royal Caribbean out of Galveston. So I don't know if it's the first time the Symphony is, I don't remember it going out of Galveston before. I know they just recently, well, the last few years, built a terminal big enough to handle the bigger ships. So yes, SOTS. So we are looking forward to that, because that is a ship that we've been kicking ourselves in. We were like thinking, how are we going to get there?
It once was the biggest ship in the world.
Yeah. Ryan Donahue.
It no longer is.
All right.
Welcome, Ryan.
He's hoping to be on that one.
Awesome. It no longer is the biggest ship in the world.
I think it's the fourth, because the Wonder is bigger.
But it's still pretty big, though.
The Wonder, the Utopia, and the Icon are currently bigger than the.
Well, the Icon's the biggest, I think.
Yes. Yes, I did them. I believe I did them
Humongo.
in order of what they are.
So in 2027, we have another group cruise coming up.
Yes, that's in February 2027.
And they're calling it
February 27th, 27. That's a tongueful to say. A mouthful to say.
A tongueful. Wow. A tongueful. And they're calling it the non-gimmick cruise. And this is through Adventures Ahead and
Lovey's Fat Life. Sorry.
Yep.
I was
so
looking
they got
at Cheryl
together.
saying, yes, they are
and
doing
a group cruise.
Yes, so we they are,
and this is on.
Greg does another channel with him called Real Dead, where they talk about
like
movies.
REEL, like a reel of a movie.
Yes.
And this is on the Carnival.
On the Horizon. And that
Carnival
is a
Horizon.
8-night cruise.
Yep.
And it would technically be an ABC one, but we're not going to the B.
Awesome, Cheryl. You're going to be there.
So we get a chance to meet her.
Yep. She'll be there. Ryan might be there. Anybody else going to be there?
The no gimmick cruise, it doesn't go to Bonaire, but it does go to Celebration Key. And it's 8 nights. I think the first night
4 nights of glorious sea days.
I think so.
It is.
So the first
we love our sea days.
The first full day we're actually going to be in Celebration Key. Then we have 2 days of sea days. Then we go to Aruba. Then we go to Curacao, because you call it Caraco. We
haven't been to those places yet either.
And then we have 2 sea days, and then we're back in Miami. I love having sea days at the end of a cruise, because especially in the Bahamas and the Eastern cruises, they usually go to their private island if they're going to go to one right before they go back to port. So
we love our sea days for sure.
We have not been on that class of ship. We haven't been on the Horizon, so the Vista class. So definitely,
it's an older ship, but it's still
not super old.
Well, it's older.
It's 2018, maybe.
It's
not that
old.
Not that old.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun for both of those, but we've already been looking at
6 years or so.
We've never done Royal before. We've never done that ship or the cruise line, so this will be a different experience for us. Wonderland, Greg, is what you mentioned.
That's what I got it mixed up with. Yep.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to be doing Wonderland for sure.
And we're looking at some of the other. We might actually do pay for the 3 dinner package. They've been having some good deals with it, up to like 35% off. They're not let now, but I'm pretty sure with all they usually promotional, since we've booked so many times before, we've observed the sale trends, but usually when they have holidays, they have the special promos. But this year they seem to be doing a lot. I keep saying 25% off shore excursions. So I think that ended yesterday. But as we get closer, we'll start looking at that, what we're going to be doing.
I want to do Wonderland, Angela said.
Yes.
Well, nobody says you can't do Wonderland.
So Mary Ellen, is that, are the levels the same? Like if you were in one, it would look like the other, but it's just decor, which is different. I know, obviously, there is no smokestack on it. It's the yellow smokestack on the Firenze. But is it basically the same layout, or is there other differences between that? Because it is a Vista. The Firenze is a Vista class. They put it into it, but I didn't know if they did that just because it's close to it, or if they actually built it on the same platform of the Vista for Carnival. So, but she says it will be familiar to us. So mostly yes. Okay, good. We really
Awesome.
liked
The Firenze.
yeah, the one difference
That was really
that
nice.
I know of is in the atrium, they have that looks like a martini glass, that the funnel with the different color lights that they project things on it. They have that on the Vista class ones that they didn't have on the Firenze.
I don't remember that.
You haven't seen it, that's why.
Oh,
you don't.
I thought
pay
you were
attention
saying
a
it
lot.
was on the Firenze.
Some small layout differences, but not a lot. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. So here we are saying that we were not doing. I booked to go with you guys, so don't be like that, Greg.
Don't be like, what? I didn't say anything bad. I just said you will be able to go on it if you want to.
But I'm excited about going on.
You know you're gonna go with us to eat there.
I'm excited about going on the Symphony because the ports we've never sailed out of Galveston. One of the fun things that we're going to be doing is our friends who are from Bakersfield, Mike and David, are going. Mr. RobFuz, hello.
welcome.
Thank you so much for joining us. They have an RV. They don't like to fly, so they travel on an RV across the U.S. They've done it many times.
Welcome.
Welcome, Dave. Just Dave.
I need the Venezia Vista like design different. Loved the Venezia Vista like design, different decor and venue names. Awesome.
No worries, Rob. No worries.
I know you're giving me grief. I'll give it back to you. Don't worry.
But so we're taking an RV driving. We're going to go down to Bakersfield, 2 hours south of us. We're going to have a
our friends are going with us.
We're going to have a road trip with Mike and David, and we're going to drive down to the Galveston. So that will be fun. That'll be different for us to experience that and see how it is. So always wanted to sail out of Galveston, and now we get a chance to go on it on the 4th time booked Symphony of the Seas.
And we are doing it.
4 is my lucky number.
Doing it.
But the things they do, like beach plays, I was looking at what they're doing.
Our friends have already been on it, so they're getting a second chance to see everything.
They went when it was stormy though, and they couldn't get off the ship, which isn't a bad thing. It's such a big ship.
Right.
But for going back to beach plays, the events they do for Halloween cruise, like the one they're doing on the Horizon, they have some really fun events that are planned on it, and I'm sure a lot of that is going to carry over into the one that we're going on next year. So same dates, the 25th through the 1st, but we're going in 2026 on the Symphony of the Seas. So a lot of fun stuff that we've been doing, things planned. Again, we are being on the Carnival of the Seas. We're going to be on
Carnival on the Seas.
We will be on the Carnival Legend next week. So we will be in San Francisco. It's my mind
next
all over the place.
Week. Okay. Jolts in my memory there.
So again, we will try. People have said they want us to sail away from San Francisco. So we'll do that on Thursday.
Sail away.
The cruise is only 4 nights. We leave on Thursday and we come back Monday morning. So it's a short cruise, but more than enough time on a smaller ship to experience everything. And I think it'll be good. I think we need a cruise. So
it's a nice little time away. So
yes, Angela, I will do it all. I will do the Abyss. I will do the Flow Rider. I will do
that. Will be a lot of fun.
Zip line.
Even if we lie smacked on our faces and get pushed up by the water and start rolling and rolling and rolling until someone comes to get us, or they shut the water off, we will do it.
I don't think they have go-karts on. Not go-karts, bumper cars on the Symphony. I know they do on Quantum, but I don't think they do it on Symphony.
The Abyss looks fun. That carpet slide down the fish.
Isn't that like 10 floor drop?
That looks fun. Well, it's a tunnel. You're not going to see outside. You're just going and going and going and going.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Hopefully you don't get rug burn. Because you're on a carpet. Get it? Are you
No,
good?
they don't. Okay.
Okay.
That's regarding about the
And they do have
bumpers.
water slides too. So we'll have to do water
Yeah,
slides.
but I want to do rock climbing. I want to do it all. So that should be fun. We're excited for that. No bumper cars on Symphony. But hopefully we get to sail on it.
We will do it. Gosh darn
If we
it.
don't, I'm going to give up cruising altogether.
Oh, yes.
Done. Not sailing anymore.
It's just a sign that we don't belong on the Symphony of the Seas at that point.
Or Royal.
Ay, ay, ay.
They might, who knows, they might cancel our cruise and move it to a different time.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. I wouldn't be surprised now. Thanks.
But check out those cruise guys. Beach Please. Betsy, get with her. Betsy's also booking the ones for the No Gimmick cruise for February 27th, 2027 on the Carnival Horizon out of Miami. So if you guys are interested and you're not sure, check those out. And Tiffany Peacock, hello. I hope you are doing well. My legs are sweaty.
Because it's hot.
Can you imagine how it's going to be when it's 110 degrees outside?
No, because we won't be outside.
Angela says, I don't know why you wouldn't go at this point. Well, we thought we would be on the other ones too, and it didn't pan out. But we'll make it work.
Knock on wood, we get to go.
Yes, we will. But other than that, Greg, do you have anything else that you want to add?
No, I don't think so.
I think we're good. We have revealed the mystery of Greg gashing his toe so he wouldn't have to do the blinds. So we took care of that.
I didn't even want to talk about that. I didn't even think it was a big thing, but okay.
We talked about the legend, which was a Carnival legend. And then we revealed that our cruises we booked were not the NCL Joy or the Virgin or the Virgin Brilliant Lady.
We still have credit for the Virgin that we'll have to use at some point.
We are actually looking at doing a group
or
cruise
we'll get it back
on Virgin at the end of 2027 and using those cruise credits for that. So that's our mindset of what we're doing. So more to come. Those cruises aren't available right now. I think they only go up to April or May for Virgin in 2027. So we'll find out more a little bit later. They'll release it for the whole of 2027. So that's kind of what we're looking at for the thoughts, which is why we decided to back off and not do the other cruise. So with that, you guys, I think that's it. So next week, again, we'll try to go live from the cruise ship. I do have internet, so we should be able to go live without any issues. I got the better internet, so I think we'll be fine.
I don't use internet really on cruises. I unplug more. Yeah, but you could switch it back and forth. But I unplug really from any of that stuff because I just like to enjoy the ship, and it's a vacation. So why are you going to be on your phone the whole time? I'll use it to take videos and pictures and that kind of stuff, but I'm not going to go on the internet until I get back or until we're in U.S. territory.
Very good.
So with that, that's our show tonight. I hope everybody has a good night, and thank you again for joining us.
I'm Derek.
I'm Gregory.
If you forget our name, it's okay, because I'm Little Explorer.
And I'm Big Explorer.
And as Walt Disney once said,
we are just getting started.
Sir Gary of the Beaches, take it away. And I'm pretty sure the ship show is coming on next, so check them out. Let them know D&G Explorers sent you over. Yep. And with that, everyone have a great night. Thank you so much for joining. Love you guys. Appreciate it.
Dilly dilly, everybody.